When I was in Jamaica and I saw them guys doing it live, and I just knew that that was my schooling, but it wasn't my origination. My origination was in London with that flavour, that heritage, Jamaican heritage. So therefore I had to cross my UK roots and my Jamaican roots together and make music that'll be viable to a UK public, where we could build our own fan base for what we did as individual artists.
Police always arresting me. Wanna see me lock up in a penitentiary. Still me have to fight to survive.
Navi is coming way back from around 82, 83 Broadwater Farm, when Mr. DJ Pan Unity Sound. We came in and we took from the likes of Sir Coxon, Frontline, D-Unit, Soprano B, Stereograph, all these great sounds before us. But we came with a youthman mentality, and we kind of changed the era of UK music. There was just a whole barrage of young, talented artists, and the sound system was a platform.
Because of the link to the farm, I was around Navi. So Navi brought me around Unity. I was on Human Promotion at the time, and I would bring him to like Human Promotion dances. See how it goes. Them times, you know how the artist thing go, them times, it was a family thing. The main standout ones before I came here, Cox and Saxon. Those are the main standout ones. Yeah, every time a new Saxon tape coming, Coxon tape coming, man be phoning man to say, yo, new tape's in, you know, bro. So I say, but then get into England now. Yeah? Anyone says anything else, tell them me Virgo than say they're lying. Unity was the sound.
I grew up listening to reggae, Studio One, you know, all that kind of thing. As I got older, obviously, that's like because my older brother, he was into the whole, like we're from South London, so it was Saxon. First it was Saxon. But my older brother, you know, he was out on that scene. I was young then. But, so in the yard, that's all I used to hear was sound tapes. So that's the music that I grew on. So yeah, so Specky and, you know, even down to the Twins and them, man, I knew all who they were from then.
So this is my destiny, power divine, it invest in me.
The English sound system culture is not like any other sound system culture. And the London thing as well, and the connections from all the sounds back in the day, and even all the jungle artists. They're like from all different parts of around London, just outside of London, but this was the hub, this was where everybody was, and cutting the new dubs and going to the dub plate cutting houses and, you know, showing each other the new tunes for the weekend and all that. So it's always been there really, and I think the jungle scene and the sound system culture is it's the same evolution, and it all just went in all these different directions, you know.
Pressure in the poor, and we just can't take it no more. I've been there, done that all before. Not gonna go back through that door. And now that I know the score, I got new roads to go explore. You giving it one more try, but
Berlin boy, it's not no joke.
It's about that time to wake and realize behind enemy lines, making a choice. Better align, me gone deeper, must intensify. The real deal, me no come here.
Music brought me to Europe, you know what I'm saying? So since I've been in Europe, I learned all these different lifestyles, different cultures. German, French, Italian, Spanish, whatever. Once you learn that, then you see the scope just widens up out here. Then you realize how beautiful it is to be out here in Europe.
Wonder why can't get it out of your memory, because my father told me from a youth, stand up and be a man, and don't shirk the work, because the praise without the race is an abomination. What is life really worth? Cause me think when me attack, it come me like a big test for them. That's why they try and find me down.
You have to at some stage take responsibility for your own actions and your own interactions, and make the decision that's going to bring you forward, you know what I'm saying?
What we did was, you know, musically, what we've been doing over the last 5 years is we just sort of took more responsibility for ourselves, and we want to take control of it instead of just giving it away to the majors or giving it away to somebody else who makes music. Later on, when somebody comes to you like, oh Navi, I like that tune, I want to do something with it, you ain't got the control over it. And that's what I wanted to take back. That's why I started the label up and started doing what I'm doing now. And it feels good.
We just can't take it no more. I've been there, done that all before. Not gonna go back through that door. And now that I know the score, I got new roads to go explore. You giving it one more try, but hold on.
We've über mich und was ich hier in
Über
Deutschland
Navi.
gemacht habe. Und dann wir wollen so eine Interview mit euch machen, das zeigt, was wir zusammen gemacht haben.
The new Navigator from the Freestylers and Asian Dub Foundation, and also, as I mentioned, that we were into drum and bass. I knew him as a drum and bass and jungle MC. And
It was a little bit exactly in that time when he moved from London to Berlin, and that was the funny thing. At that time when we sent it over, he was in London because like after a couple of days he just sent something back already. He went to a studio somewhere in London and came with an idea, like with a hook of Wine Girl, basically, which is on one of our EPs. 1 week later we had a meeting here in the studio. He came with a friend together and we were talking about the collaboration and where's it gonna be on, if we do a video and so on.
in the UK, it's you find Jamaican and reggae culture in pretty much every other British music culture. Let it be rock or punk, you know, in the 70s, or then the dance culture in the 90s. It's like Jamaican culture, especially concerning the vocalists. They always find their place there, and that's something that always influenced us or fascinated us. Definitely.
Navigator, the them case original. You give me the reason to start the fire. Whatever the season, it's got to be what it should be. And this is the meaning of heart's desire. You follow your feelings.
I was first like into jungle, and through jungle I was like checking out the sound system and reggae culture. Like actually I was bringing always my ghetto blaster with me when I was like going to London and back in the 90s, and the first thing was like going in the hotel room, put on Cool FM, put on the ghetto blaster, push record and recording the whole time, and then like sometimes we were just like going out for 1 hour and then was going back, turning the tape around, and then going back to Germany and then give the tapes out to all my friends and like pushing jungle drum bass.
There's a whole culture of getting the best sound system tapes from not just Jamaica, from the UK as well. And we would study that shit. We would literally study the MCs, study the music, study the dub plate, study the sound system, study how the operator would, where we would drop the bass. We'd study everything. So it's like it's a natural thing. A lot of that new generation didn't have the sound system to go to. Their thing was that sound system stopped, rave culture gradually came in. So it's a natural thing for those kids that were drawn towards chatting like a Jamaican MC, drawn towards chatting that way on the music that they were, you know, exposed to at that time. So, and that's has now become the norm.
For me personally, I always loved the UK-based artists like Navigator. German sound systems are not really influenced by the UK sound system, more from the Jamaican sound system. For me it's a really pity because I like more the style of the UK sound systems and the UK MCs and artists. But I think most of the sound systems, they want to be like a Jamaican sound system, hardcore, juggling, whatever. But I prefer the English style, the UK style.
I got like my first love from Jamaica, like Kilimanjaro was my sound system ever since. But then when I started to go out and in Berlin we had an old foundation sound, Concrete Jungle. I'm sure you heard about Barney Miller and Concrete Jungle sound. Saxon sound, of course. Like I said, I'm a Clash lover. Honestly, General Levy did a lot of stuff for the even though he came from the jungle side, but he was still kind of ragamuffin DJ. So a lot of people first really get into the contact with UK MCs with General Levy.
Electronic music back in the day wasn't my cup of tea, and when I heard the reggae and dancehall influence inside the music, I was like, yeah, that's dope. That's something new, relatable, definitely. And since my roots are West Indian roots, and obviously Jamaican, Suriname, that's where my heritage comes from. I was hooked. It was the one, and it was new, and it was fresh at the time. You know what I mean?
It's a revelation time, meditation time, and strictly I and I have a shine. Mentality pollution time, revolution time, corruption it a take over the mind.
I've had that time to look within again. I learned German. I did a sound engineering diploma in German. Done loads of festivals. It's progressed to the point now where I'm getting booked to do Navigator live shows and, you know, go out and perform my tracks. I then had a lot of music that I wanted to put out, and I started working with Liondub. We dropped Iniquity Worker in 2011, around February, and that was the start of a new era of me and Liondub. And we were just working consistently together, touring Europe together, doing all of this stuff. And I just looked at him one day and I was like, King, we need to like solidify this more. And he was doing a lot with his label. And then he was like, look, Nav, you know, I want to do this album with you. I said, well, I've pretty much got an album. We started recording some more tracks. And that's when he decided he wanted to drop my album.
I met Navi in 2005 in New York City. Basically, he showed up at one of my dances that I was playing at a place called Camouflage on a Tuesday night. Showed up with my boy Bass Nacho, and basically he was searching me out because a tune I made called Kingston 11 in 2003. He had heard the tune and said like, yo, I need to find this individual, whoever made this, who is this Liondub character. So basically I was at the club and I came outside and I was just chilling out talking to some peeps, and this dude just kind of rolled up in a fucking whip and says, yo, are you Liondub? And he says, yo, I want to get a picture of you. He says, I need to have your face in my phone. I said, all right, bet. He took a picture. He said, yeah, I'm Navigator. I came from England just to find you. I said, all right, bet. He says, yo, I want to get in the studio with you and make some tracks with you, and I want to voice a remix over this track you did with Bass Nacho, Kingston 11. That's how it all started, 2005. Decided to tour out in the UK. So jumped on a plane, met Navi in London, did a bunch of shows, went to Leeds, Bristol, Birmingham, Manchester, London shows, Amsterdam, things like that. You know, encouraging Navi to put this album together for years, because he's an artist that's been recording singles and voicing and doing shows for 30 years plus now, and he didn't have an album. So I said to him, I was like, yo, we need to put out your album, and I don't think we should limit this album to any sort of genre. We shouldn't, you know, restrict it to like just drum and bass or just jungle or just hip hop or reggae or something, grime, any of them things. So we just decided we're gonna do a multi-genre album, and that basically, you know, the move forward was to really focus on the album and push out a series of singles and remixes and drop the LP, and the LP is about to drop. Very proud of this work. I'm really proud of, you know, the work that we've done together on it. And, you know, movement's forward. It's been great.
Beat culture is London. It is what we do. It is what we are. Every single day, as Spikey T said, he gets up in the morning, the man don't even brush his teeth. Yeah?
The man don't even brush his teeth and turn on the computer and listen back to what he done last night. You know, that's beat culture. Yeah? When you don't brush your teeth, yeah?
That's beat culture.
That'll be culture.
Watch how we broke it down now. Navigator the pan case original. You give me the reason to start the fire. Whatever the season, it's got to be what it should be. And this is the meaning of heart's desire. You follow your feelings and make it be what it should be. Hook, line and sinker, and they must it all consume them out. I know them start by the finger. Me say me come here to conquer. Man, we stop carrying them feelings after papa them manga. Chubby said no at the right time. They increase the intensity. The star big one shiner. Who give me the reason to start the fire?